The deadline is now for residents to be out of Yellowknife because of incoming wildfires. CB24's Lindsay Biscaya joins us live with the very latest. And Lindsay, this is a very tense moment, as we said. Yep. The deadline is now for residents to get out.
Exactly. So residents have been told to evacuate Yellowknife, Scott, as these fires creep closer and closer to that capital city, potentially blocking off routes where people could evacuate. It's like major highways out of the city. So very tense moments here. You can see people have been evacuating for days, lining up on the streets, looking for flights as well out of Yellowknife. We know now that Ontario is sending help to the Northwest Territories to deal with these fires. They're planning to deploy about 65 personnel over the next few days to fight the fires, as well as equipment such as hoses, pump kits, and batteries. And we also know that the federal government has been holding talks today as well. Officials in Ottawa holding those talks. They say the Coast Guard is also providing equipment and personnel, and public health is providing supplies through the federal stockpile. So all hands on deck here. But some interesting words today from the Minister of Transport, Pablo Rodriguez. He is saying that Canadians in danger of these wildfires are not able to get the information they need at the speed that they need it. And he says that's because of Meta blocking its Canadian platforms from getting news. So he has a request for Meta. Here's more on that. Have a listen.
What Meta is doing totally unacceptable. And I warned them during the conversations in the past of the risk of blocking news. We've seen what happened in Australia. I told them this could happen here. They said that it would be different. It is not different. So I'm asking them to go back on their decision and allow people to have access to news and information in Canada.
So some very interesting words there. Obviously, the Northwest Territories Yellowknife, not the only area dealing with fires. The city of Kelowna is under an evacuation alert and a state of emergency. You can see some shocking images here of Kelowna lit up in flames. Now, officials there have been giving an update as well this hour, and they are warning that the coming days could be the most challenging of the summer. They say as a cold front sweeps through, bringing high winds and potentially dry lightning. So we'll have to see, Scott, what happens in Kelowna over the next couple of days. Doesn't sound like good news, but of course, many people there are evacuating and many others are being told to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Scott?
Yeah, tense moments for a lot of people around Kelowna and also in the Yellowknife area as well. Lindsay Biscaya, thanks so much for the update.